Okay, well, Tuf, well, congratulations on another round win. Got a big smile on your face again. So how does it feel?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I want to give all the glory and honor to God. Feels great. We're around 4 of 10. Got 6 more to go. We got to pull our hats down and make the best 6 runs we can. And that didn't stick to the plan tonight, and made a couple of mistakes. But glad to be on riding Roni. She made the difference for me tonight again, and made a mistake on the ground, but was able to just slow down and be smooth.
Okay, we'll talk a little bit about that mistake and how you just made up for it.
When I flanked the calf, it all started in the flank. I didn't put the best flank on the calf that I could. I still got her down, but I strung my hand, which I didn't string the front leg tight, so it was loose. So I had to slow down and 2-hand tie him and make sure the string was going around all the 3 legs tight. But that all goes back to the practice pen, and whenever you make a mistake of just slowing down and being smooth, and it just goes to the point of you don't need to go fast, you just need to slow down and be smooth.
Well, that's pretty good. Even with making a mistake like that, it just shows your ability to be able to make up for it and still win the round.
Oh yes, ma'am. Like the horse made the difference for me tonight, and I had a better calf than most guys in the round anyway, so I had an advantage there, and really blessed and lucky to be in the position I am right now.
Okay, well, I wanted to go on to just a little different topic than tie down roping here. You had mentioned, I think it was during your buckle presentation, you had mentioned that Cody DeMoss was one of the ones to thank as far as having the prayer here at the NFR. So I just wondered if you might share a little bit about that.
About a month or so ago, or 2 months ago, the people started standing up for one thing. We hadn't had a prayer at the Thomas and Mack since 1985, since it got out here. I've never heard anything in uproar about it before. The people spoke. They got together behind a good cause, and they wanted something, and they put it in Cody's heart. Whenever we had our group meeting of 120 contestants out here, he stood up by himself in the group meeting and for Christ and said something, and said let's get a prayer at our finals. And after one man stood up, everybody else was behind him. And he, without the Lord working through Cody DeMoss and giving him the courage to stand up in front of many, it's not just ordinary men, and standing up in front of our whole association, really says something about a guy.
Yeah, it is. When you look at the overall society and what's going on, to be able to stand up in front of your peers and be able to stand up for God, that's something to really appreciate and be proud of.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So I appreciate also, I know we have Jesus on his collar here, so that's awesome. So how important is your faith to you in the sport that you do?
Oh, it's everything. It's above all. I'm just glad I'm a cowboy, because who knows where my relationship with the Lord would be without being a cowboy. Without being around people like Cody DeMoss.
And now, does that help you just give you extra strength, especially when you're maybe having a rough run or something? You have something to fall back on.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. The Lord pulls me through, not just the good times, but the bad times through.
Well, that's awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing about that. That's one thing I really wanted to ask you about.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And I did want to have you hold up your
yes, ma'am.
thing there and let everybody see that.
There you go.
I think that's pretty cool, but it's upside down. There we go. All right, awesome. All right.
There you go.
This is Tuf Cooper, world champion top roper.